Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing good today. I got a crazy story for you, and then a quote from an interview by a famous actor that I want to share with you and how it relates to this Bible verse and bring it all together to encourage you to be good, not known. It's much better to be good than to be known. Let me explain. We were at Walmart yesterday, and we were all there, the kids, everybody, and Local Lonnie had to get something, and then I had to get something from the candy aisle, and I'm not going to tell you what. And so I went to go get my candy, and I noticed a girl was staring at us, and so I was like, okay, that's, it happens. We've been stopped. Hey, I seen you on TikTok. Hey, I see you on Instagram. Hey, I'm a Christian. It's happened quite a lot. And so I thought maybe she knows us from somewhere, and I come back out the aisle, try to go find Local Lonnie, and I see her talking to this girl. Turns out her name is Mabel. She's very sweet. And what she said was really interesting. She said, I don't know where I know you from, but I had to stop you because I recognize you. And we told her, yeah, we deleted Instagram, we deleted TikTok. That's probably why you don't see us anymore. But we're on YouTube. We told her about the podcast, and she was so excited. And I walked away feeling hurt, feeling down. Why, you ask? It's because that was the very first time where someone recognized us, stopped us, but couldn't really put their finger on who we were. And it was a shot to my pride. I realized I loved the feeling of like, you're famous, I know you. And I'm losing that because I don't have Instagram and TikTok. But at the same time, I was able to rejoice. It hurt, but I'm happy that people are forgetting who I am, because John 3:30, what does it say? I must decrease, so he must increase. I want to be like John in that way. It reminded me of this interview with Denzel and Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx was kind of asking advice from Denzel, and Denzel was saying how, a lot of actors today, they're going for every movie that they can get, every role, just so they can get more fame. Have you ever been like watching a movie and you see an actor or an actress and you're like, oh, I know them. Who is that again? They were in that movie. They were so good, but you don't know their name. You know they're good, but they're not known by you in that moment. And Denzel says that's what makes an actor or an actress good. That's what is valuable to an actor or an actress. It's that they're good over the idea of being known. They're going for being loved instead of getting the likes. I love that, because in John chapter 6, verse 15, Jesus does something that's different than any of us would ever do. Check this out. It says, Jesus saw that they were ready to take him by force and make him their king. So he went higher into the mountains alone. I have an episode called Mountain, and it's about the significance of what mountains are in the Bible, the spiritual significance. Please watch that. It's my favorite episode we ever did. But this verse I used in last week's episode, which was called Shrink. And it's about shrinking back, choosing meekness and humility, and what kind of life happens when you do that, how simple your life becomes. See, Jesus took the simple route right here. They were excited and they were stoked on Jesus because Jesus had just fed them thousands of loaves of bread and fish and all this kind of stuff. And so they thought, he's a great king. He's going to give us what we want, give us what feels good, give us what our flesh desires. Let's make him king. Jesus could have used this opportunity to become president. He could have president of the world. He could have took over everything if he wanted to in this moment. But what does he do? He doesn't do what me and you do. He backs away from the opportunity to blow up overnight. He shrinks back. He chooses to be good, not known by everyone, known by the world, known and famous. He says, I'm going to choose what's good. What's good is obeying God. If you want to be good over being known, if you want to live a life of simplicity, not always, stroking your pride, not always living for the likes, living for the fame, you have to look to Christ, because in our own strength, we won't be able to do it. You see, Jesus chose being good so we could be known by the Father. It doesn't matter who you're known by if you're not known by the Father. Matthew chapter 7, verse 22, we see people go to heaven and Jesus says what to them? The Father doesn't know you. I never knew you. To know in the Bible means to have an intimate relationship with. And the sad thing is we choose being known by the world, which is not intimate, over being known by God, which is an intimate, close relationship. Because we choose to be known by the world over being known by the Father, Christ had to come and choose to be good so we could be known by the Father. The more you look at how Christ always shrunk back from the fame and the excess and the power and the money, you'll be able to do the same. Not that any of those things are bad in and of themselves, but they become bad if they become the thing that God has not put us on earth to do. Jesus knew what he was put on earth to do. And good meant doing that, focusing on that. So the takeaway question is this: how will you choose being good over being known? I guess I'll start. One way is not going back to Instagram and TikTok. I mean, when I walked away and Mabel said, I know you, but I don't know you, it hurt because I was like, man, if I only had my Instagram back, my 120,000 followers on there, and then my 1.6 million on TikTok, if I had that back, I'd be popping. People would know who I am. We'd probably be doing better financially. We'd probably, I don't know. We'd be able to just feel better about ourselves. But would we really? My pride would feel better, but my soul wouldn't. And so continuing to reject the idea of going back. I already told you I'm not going back. And so keeping that and not giving into that temptation, that's how I will choose being good over being known. Another way, I guess, is continuing to put my family first, to play with my kids more, to listen to them, to get on their level, instead of saying, I got to go do a video. I got to go reply to comments. I got to go live so I can be more known. Choosing to say, okay, no, I did my work for the week. I made my videos. It's time to hang out and to be good. So I can't wait to hear what you're going to say in the comments. Love you guys. You guys have been so encouraging to me lately. And yeah, I just love doing what I do. So I hope this helps, and I will see you in the next one. Love you so much. Give someone a kiss and a hug next to you, and let me know the answer to this question. How will you choose being good over being known?